our lesson today about the importance of sunlight. This is the fourth and the last lesson in this unit. What is the importance of sunlight? Sunlight, it is very important for green plants. It is very important for green plants to make their own food by photosynthesis process. By photosynthesis process. What is meant by photosynthesis process? What is the importance of photosynthesis process? Where photosynthesis process takes place, and what are the steps of photosynthesis process? Photosynthesis process, it is the biological process، هي عملية حيوية takes place in green parts of the plant to make its own food. عملية حيوية بتحدث في الأجزاء الخضراء للنبات to make its own food by to make its own food حتى يصنع غذائه بنفسه. يبقى what is meant by photosynthesis process? It is the biological process that takes place in green parts of the plant to make its own food. Where is photosynthesis process takes place? In green parts of the plant. Why photosynthesis process takes place? To make its own food. It is a biological process، عملية حيوية تحدث في الأجزاء الخضراء للنبات. What are the steps of photosynthesis process؟ ايه هي الخطوات اللي بتتم عليها عملية البناء الضوئي؟ Number 1، the plant absorbs water and salts from the soil by roots. From the soil, the plant absorbs water and salts by plant roots. Number 2، the plant absorbs carbon dioxide gas from the air by plant leaves. Plant leaves absorb carbon dioxide gas, and green plastids absorbs sunlight to produce oxygen gas and starch. To make green plants use water and salts, carbon dioxide and sunlight to make its own food by photosynthesis process. What is the food of the plants? What is the main food of each plant? Starch, it is the main source of food, and it produces oxygen gas and starch. We can conclude all of these steps in one equation. ألخص كل اللي أنا قلته ده في معادلة واحدة: water and salts plus carbon dioxide gas or CO2 in the presence of sunlight في وجود ضوء الشمس and chloroplasts or green plastids that present in plant cell and not present in the animal cell to produce starch and oxygen gas. Photosynthesis process, so it is the opposite to respiration process. Why photosynthesis process is the opposite to respiration process? During the photosynthesis process, the green plants take carbon dioxide gas and gets out oxygen gas. While respiration process, in respiration process we take oxygen gas and gets out carbon dioxide gas. احنا بناخد الاكسجين وبنخرج الكربون داي اوكسيد. During inhalation process we take oxygen gas, but in exhalation process we get out carbon dioxide gas. How I can prove the plant make starch in photosynthesis process? By using iodine solution أو صبغة اليود. It can change the color of the green leaf into blue color in the presence of starch, or it takes as an evidence for production of starch. بناخدها كدليل لأن النبات أنتج النشا أو الستارش during photosynthesis process أثناء عملية البناء الضوئي. So without sunlight the plant can't make its own food by photosynthesis process, or photosynthesis process can't be takes place، ما تقدرش تحصل تماما من غير ضوء الشمس. So what would happen when there is no sunlight? The number 1، the green plants can't make its own food by photosynthesis process. What about there is no green plants, or the absence of green plants from the life؟ لو اختفى النبات كمان من الحياة ايه اللي هيحصل؟ The green plants is the main source of food، هي المصدر الرئيسي للغذاء for all living organisms as consumers، or الكائنات المستهلكة depend on green plants directly or indirectly، بتعتمد عليها إما بطريقة مباشرة as carnivorous consumers or carnivorous animals and herbivorous animals كائنات آكلات أعشاب أو آكلات لحوم. Herbivorous animals feed on plants directly بتعتمد على النبات بصورة مباشرة في الغذاء بتاعها as deer, cow, rabbit, chicken and so on. But carnivorous animals آكلات اللحوم depend on plants indirectly as they feed on animals that previously feed in green plants as the lion feed on the deer that previously depend on green plants to get food. This is the first part of our lesson about the importance of sunlight, and we can't all live without sunlight as plants or animals or human, and when there is no plants there is no life on the earth. نكمل بقى إن شاء الله في الفيديو الجاي.